You take source follower. Source follower nothing but a common drain amplifier. Okay, it's a common drain amplifier. So common drain nothing but a source follower. Both are same here. So drain means it is connected to ground. Okay, why they called common drain means drain is connected to ground, that is in equivalent circuit. Okay, when writing in equivalent circuit here, drain is connected to ground. Same you take MOSFET here. Okay, gate is connected to area input AC source. Source is connected to area current source. Okay, then it is connected to coupling capacitor. Okay, then it is connected to load resistance. See here, they are written right. Here you take now transistor. Okay, source is connected to current source. Andre it is connected to negative VSS. Okay, negative voltage VSS, or you can take ground also, no problem. Okay, we can take negative source. Okay, or you can take ground. So whatever you take here, either minus VSS or ground here. Next, source is connected to here coupling capacitor. Okay, source is connected to coupling capacitor. Then load resistance, that is RL. Okay, so RL is what here? Output resistance. Okay, RL is what here? It's output resistance. So now source is output here. Okay, in common drain amplifier, source is output. Right on this. Source is output, gate is input. Okay, in common drain amplifier or source follower here, source is output, gate is input. What are the source elements here? Coupling capacitor and load resistance, then output voltage. Okay, through the current source it is connected to ground or negative voltage. This source, it follows the gate input voltage. Okay, this source, it follows the gate input voltage. Okay, that's why you call it as a source follower. Understood? Source follower. Source, it follows the gate voltage. Okay, gate voltage. Understood? That's why you call it as a source follower. Come for the gate here. What are the elements that are connected here for the gate side? RG, okay, gate resistance, then coupling capacitor, then R signal, then V signal. So all four elements are connected to here gate. Okay, all four elements are connected to gate input. What about drain here? It is connected to only DC supply. Okay, it's connected to here DC supply. So drain is what here now? Supply voltage, but when writing in equivalent circuit, we want to take ground connection. Okay, we want to write it in ground connection. Here source is output. Okay, gate is in. For the gate, they are going to apply this supply here. Okay, from that we'll get a voltage across the output side from the source. We'll get output voltage from the source. So you tell me now, is it inverting amplifier or non-inverting amplifier? Navya Sai? Navya,
Sir,
is it inverting amplifier or non-inverting amplifier?
non-inverting.
Why it is non-inverting?
Sir, drain is connected to only DC or VDD.
VDD means it's a ground connection. So it acts as a non-inverting amplifier. What you take an earlier common source, that is inverting amplifier. Okay, when you come for the common drain, it's a non-inverting amplifier. Right on this one. Okay, this one is the non-inverting amplifier because source it follows the gate in, and drain is ground here. That's why you get a non-inverting. Means if you apply positive voltage, you get a output as a positive. If I apply negative voltage here, the output it will come again negative. Okay, so it depends on the requirement. We can choose the different configuration like common gate, common drain, and common source. Understood? Next you write same equivalent circuit. Okay, how to write the equivalent circuit? So for common drain, you have to write the T shape. Okay, don't write the pi model here. Okay, common drain, you have to write the T shape. Why? Because source side they have connected load resistance. Andre source side they are connected one resistance, right? Either RS or RL. But source side they have connected one resistance means you have to go for the T shape. You have to write the T equivalent model. In previous class we discussed, right? So when source is connected to resistance here, either RS or RL here, you have to go for the T shape. Suppose source is directly connected to ground. Okay, when source is directly connected to ground, then you can go for the pi model. Understood? Then you can go for the pi model here. Next, you take T shape here. Okay, T shape means here you take, just a second. Yes, here you have to write the T equivalent model. First you take gate terminal, then source, then drain. Okay, so gate to source, you write internal resistance here. Okay, that is 1 by Gm. After that, gate to drain, you have to write current source here. Okay, then this is for the T shape here. Okay, this one is the complete T shape of the MOSFET. You take three terminals: gate, drain, then source. You have to write the internal MOSFET. Okay, internal MOSFET elements here. Okay, means inside the MOSFET you have to write the elements. Which are those here? Gate to source is one resistance here, that is 1 by Gm, and gate to drain is there is one current source, that is ID. Okay, what is ID here? Gm into VGS. Understood? After that, for the gate side, what are the elements are there here in circuit? What are the elements are there here? So here there is a RG is there here. So connect RG for the gate here. Then coupling capacitor, you make it closed circuit here for the AC analysis. Okay, you make it closed circuit here. Then R signal. Okay, so R signal for the gate terminal. Then V signal. Okay, V signal it is connected to gate using the R signal. Okay, whatever elements are there connected in for the gate side, same thing connect for the equivalent circuit here. Next, come for the drain here. In common drain amplifier, drain is going to be here VDD, but when you come for the equivalent circuit, it is connected to ground. That's why we can call it a common drain amplifier. Okay, when drain is connected to ground here, we can call it as a common drain amplifier. Next, R0. Okay, what is R0 here? It's a channel resistance, because drain to source there is a channel, right? N channel, P channel. So when there is a channel means there is a current here. When there is a current means there is a voltage. When there is a voltage means there is a resistance. That resistance you have to write here. That is R0. Okay, R0 is what here? It's a channel resistance. That should be parallel with the drain and source. Okay. Next, source side. Come for the source here. For the source side, what are the elements are there here? This one current source, it is connected to negative voltage the ground here. Next, coupling capacitor, it acts as a closed circuit here. Then RL. Okay, from the RL you have to take V0. So you take now RL is connected to source. Okay, RL is connected to various source. Okay, from the source you take output voltage. Okay, from the source terminal, we want to fetch the output voltage. Okay, but again, source is going to be a ground here through the load resistance. Through the load resistance. That's why I write T shape. Understood? From this equation, you have to write the voltage gain equation, overall voltage gain equation. First, you find out the total input resistance. You write total input resistance. Input on the gate. Okay, output on the source. So come for the gate here. Total how many resistance are there here? Two resistance, R signal and RG. Okay, R signal and RG is the total input resistance. And the Rn is equal to what here? R signal should be parallel with RG, because these are the in parallel form here. So right, Rin is equal to what here? Means total input resistance is equal to what here? R signal should be parallel with RG. Okay, R signal that should be parallel with RG. Then you take condition. So R signal is very smaller than the RG. Okay, so R signal is very smaller than the RG here. So for that you neglect the R signal. Okay, from that we can write the total input resistance now RG. Okay, Rin is equal to RG. That is equation number 1. Understood? First to take total input resistance R signal and RG, that is in parallel here, but R signal is very less than the RG. So consider now Rin is equal to RG. That is equation number 1. Next, apply the voltage divider rule across the drain and source. Okay, that is VI. VI nothing but what here? VTH. Okay, here you take now VI nothing but a VTH. So here you take now VTH is equal to what here? VCC into R2 divided by R1 plus R2, right? Here what is VCC here? That is V signal. And this is source voltage. That is VCC for the VGS. What is R2 here? Ground resistance. What is ground resistance here? RG. Okay. So RG is equal to what here? Rin. Okay, right? Rin. Divided by R1 plus R2. Means Rin plus R signal. That is equation number 2. That is equation number 2. Next you take RG is greater than the R signal. Okay, then you consider VI is equal to V signal. The gate resistance is maximum compared to R signal. Then VI is almost equal to source voltage. The voltage across the input of the amplifier is almost equal to source voltage. Same thing, we can find out the output voltage. Okay, output voltage from the voltage divider. Understood? From the voltage divider. So you take now connection in between the output side. What is output here? V0. So what are the elements that are connected for the V0 here? R0. Okay, means channel resistance. Then RL. Okay, for the source side, you have to consider total output resistance R0 and then internal output resistance, right? RL and then load resistance. You take only these two. Don't consider 1 by GM. 1 by GM and then the input resistance in between the gate and source. Okay, it's an input resistance. So you take now R0 and RL. These are parallel connection from the source terminal here. So for that you write now RL should be parallel with R0. These are output resistance. Okay, so RL should be parallel with R0. From this, you have to apply the voltage divider rule for the V0. You take the circuit diagram here. Okay, from this circuit diagram, you have to apply voltage divider rule. Okay, what is voltage divider rule here? VCC into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Same thing you take now. Okay, V0 means what here? VTH. Okay, this for which this VTH, what is input voltage here? That is from the gate. It is VI. Voltage across the gate, what is that value here? That is VI. So instead of writing VCC, you take VI. Okay, then you take now ground resistance. Okay, means output resistance. What is output resistance here? RL. Okay, what is output resistance here? That is RL. Then you have to consider R0 also. That is RL should be parallel with R0. Okay, instead of writing R2 here, you have to take RL should be parallel with R0 divided by R1 plus R2. Okay, what is R1 here? 1 by GM. Okay, 1 by GM, that is R1 resistance. Understood? R2 means what here? R0 should be parallel with RL. Understood? This is very important here. Okay, this whole term that indicates what here? R2 resistance and the ground resistance. So R1 resistance means what here? 1 by GM. So right now, voltage divider rule for the V0, VCC into R2 divided by R1 plus R2. Same thing, write it now for the circuit. VI into RL divided by R0 divided by RL parallel with the R0 plus 1 by GM. Okay, RL parallel with R0 divided by RL parallel with R0 plus 1 by GM. That is equation number 3. Then this VI, you take it left side here. VI, you take it left side, you'll get voltage gain. Okay. From that, you'll get now AV equation. So AV is equal to what here? RL should be parallel with R0 divided by RL parallel with R0 1 divided by 0. Means you have to arrange the equation number 3 in the form of V0 by Vi. Vi, you take it left side here. So what will get here? V0 by Vi. That indicates what here? AV. So AV is equal to now RL parallel with R0 divided by RL parallel with R0 plus 1 by GM. That is equation number 4. Next, you write AV0 equation. AV0 of the open circuit voltage gain. Okay, you have to write the open circuit voltage when RL is neglected. Okay, means RL is infinity here. You have to write the AV0 equation. Okay, AV0 means what here? Neglect the RL. Wherever RL is there in equation number 4, remove this one here. Then you write as it is equation. R0 divided by R0 plus 1 by GM. Okay, so AV0 is equal to now R0 divided by R0 plus 1 by GM. Next, here channel resistance is greater than the gate source resistance. Okay, channel resistance is greater than the gate source resistance here. Means R0 should be greater than the 1 by GM. Okay, for that to choose now AV0 is equal to now 1 because R0 divided by R0 means 1 by GM you neglect here. This 1 by GM neglect because this 1 by GM is very less compared to R0. That's why you remove this one here 1 by GM for the AV0 equation here. So for that you take now R0 by R0 means AV means open circuit voltage gain that should be equal to unity. Okay, means 1. So AV0 is equal to 1 here. Understood? So when AV0 is equal to 1 means the gate to source, okay, gate to source is almost equal to unity value. Okay, gate to source is always equal to unity value means the source it follows the gate voltage. That is the meaning of this equation. Okay, AV0 is equal to 1 means source it follows the gate voltage in the gate input voltage. Understood? After that, you want to find out the GB. GB stand for what here? Overall gain. Okay, you take equation number 2. Where is equation number 2 here? This one. Okay, this is equation number 2. Vi is equal to V signal Rin divided by Rn plus R signal. This is the equation number 2. Okay, Rin is equal to Rg. Take equation number 2, multiply by V0 on both sides. Okay, multiply by V0 on both sides here. What will get here? Okay, GB nothing but what here? V0 by V signal, V0 by Vi, then Rg divided by Rg plus R signal. Okay. Then here, what is V0 by Vi here? What is AV? What is AV equation? This one. RL parallel with R0 divided by RL parallel with R0 plus 1 GM. Same thing you substitute here. You substitute AV equation for the GB. From that, you'll get equation number 6. Okay, what you got final GB equation now? By substituting AV equation, Rg divided by Rg plus R signal into RL parallel with R0 divided by RL parallel with R0 plus 1 by GM. That is for the equation number 6. Next, you take R out. And then you have to find out the total output resistance. Okay, when RL is neglected, okay, what are the output resistances now for the source side? 1 by GM parallel with the R0. Okay, you neglect the RL here. If you neglect the RL means for the source side, they are connected to resistance, right? 1 by GM and R0. These two are parallel. Okay, that's why written R out. Okay, R out is equal to now 1 by GM parallel with the R0. Here R0 is greater than the 1 by GM, hence R out is equal to now 1 by GM. Okay, R0 is very high, so neglect the R0 here. So total output resistance is now 1 by GM. Understood? So the common drain amplifier means what here? It's a very high input impedance lower output resistance and voltage gain less than the or equal to 1. Okay, AV is equal to 1. That's why the source follows the gate input voltage. Okay, source follows the gate input voltage. So first you write the circuit diagram. First you write the circuit diagram here. Understood? From that you write the equivalent circuit here. Okay, based on that you write the total input resistance equation, VI equation, V0 equation, find out AV. Okay, next GV. Okay, then you substitute AV equation, find out R. Okay, this is for the 8 to 12 marks question here. Okay, this is for the common drain amplifier. So is there any doubts here? You can ask me now. Any doubts are there here? You can ask me. No doubts. Kiran Kumar. Kiran Kumar. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆಪ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ವಾ ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಬರ್ಲಿ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸಮ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನಂತ ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಓಕೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ ಓಕೆ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಇನ್ second model here, that is in first part, basic configuration, characterization amplifier, common source amplifier with and without source resistance, then source follower, right, on the common drain. Next to take second part, MOSFET, internal capacitance and high frequency model. This is for 6 months here. Remember, we'll get question on this one, 6 months. MOSFET, internal capacitance and high frequency model. You take that topic here. This one is the internal capacitance effect and high frequency model of MOSFET. Okay, neglect BJT here. In syllabus, like when MOSFET, right? Consider only MOSFET here. Okay. You take this diagram here. Okay. So which diagram this one here? Can anyone answer this one here? Anyone answer this one? Which diagram this one?
Small equivalent models.
Small equivalent model, right? In
Yes, sir.
small equivalent model, there is no capacitance here. I have observed that one. I have observed in between the gate and source, open circuit is there, right? Is it? And gate and drain, there is open circuit. Yes or no? Chandana.
Yes, sir.
Here, this one is the large signal equivalent circuit. Okay. In previous class, what you taken, that is pi model or small signal model. That is for okay only smaller signal. Okay, smaller signal equivalent circuit. Okay, this is for the large signal equivalent model. Okay, small signal means frequency is very small. Okay, when frequency is very small means it's actually open circuit. You take better one equation here. What is FC equation? 1 divided by 2 pi. Sorry, XC equation. Sorry, you take XC, reactivity of the capacitance. What is the equation here? 1 divided by 2 pi
C.
F into C, right? F into C. This is the equation. 1 divided by 2. 1 by 2. That is pi into F into C. Okay, this is the XC equation. Means reactivity of the capacitors. Okay, when capacitor is 0, consider for this equation capacitor is 0. What is Xc now? What will get here? When capacitor is 0 means the reactivity capacitance is infinity. Infinity. Okay, so Xc is infinity means like reactivity of the capacitance, it acts as a open circuit here. Right on this one. It acts as a open circuit. When capacitor is 0. Okay, means if you take a lower frequency, okay, means FL is 0 on the smaller frequency. Okay, suppose if you take 0 to 10 hertz, this is the frequency range. FL andre 0 to 10 hertz. Okay, in terms of hertz, okay, in terms of hertz, the capacitance it acts as open circuit here because Xc is infinity. Okay, that's why in small signal model, we are not connected any capacitance and resistance in between the gate and source, gate and drain. Understood? But here in this figure, we are writing large equivalent model. Okay, large signal equivalent model means we are making a higher frequency. Okay, we are making a higher frequency in terms of 10 kilo to 1 mega. Okay, 1 megahertz. This is the frequency range. For the lower frequency response, the capacitance it acts as an open circuit because there is an infinity in reactive capacitance. But when it comes for the high frequency response, this capacitance it acts as a closed circuit. Okay, it acts as a what here? Closed circuit. Okay, means when capacitor it acts as a closed circuit here, but write the capacitor here because there is a current flowing across the capacitor when there is a high frequency. So this one is the high frequency equivalent model for the MOSFET. Okay, low frequency andre small signal model. High frequency antandre large signal model. Understood? So you take now analysis here. First you take MOSFET here. Okay, within the MOSFET, okay, we want to analyze the parameters. Okay, this one is the parameters within the MOSFET. This one is the gate, and this one the source, and this one the drain. There are 3 terminals in MOSFET, right? How many terminals are there? Anand Kumar.
3 terminals.
3 terminals, right? Actually, there are 4 terminals. Okay, that is bulk. There is a body connection. Understood? First, you take only 3 here. Okay, there are 3 terminals here: gate, drain, source. Okay. Within the MOSFET, we want to connect the CGS. Okay, because there is a VGS, right? Okay, voltage across the gate to source means there is a capacitance here in between the gate and source. Next, you write capacitance in between the gate and drain. Okay, then you write one more capacitance in between the drain and source. Here they are not shown here, but there is a capacitance here. Okay, in figure they are not shown any capacitance in between the drain and source, but it's a CDS. Okay, actually there are 3 capacitance for the MOSFET. Okay, which are those here? Gate to source, gate to drain, and drain to source. Okay, all 3 capacitance it acts as a closed circuit when there is a high frequency response. Okay, when there is a large signal model. See here, come for this figure here. Here they are connected. You take this figure here. Here they have taken bulk connection. Actually, there are 4 terminals for the MOSFET, right? Body connection or bulk connection, source, gate, and drain. So you have to analyze the parameters within the bulk, within the gate, within the source, within the drain. So write the equation now first. Capacitance in between the gate to source, gate to drain, because it acts as a closed circuit here when there is a high frequency response. After that, you take one more capacitance that is in between the source to bulk. Okay, you take one more capacitance in between the source to bulk. Same thing, you take one more capacitance in between the drain and bulk. Okay, total how many capacitance are there here? 4. Which are those here? CCS, CCD, CSB, and CDB. Understood? So what is the purpose of writing capacitor here? When there is a high frequency response, all capacitance are acts as a closed circuit. When there is a closed circuit here, it passes the current. Okay, it passes the voltage through the capacitor. That's why I have to analyze the capacitance in between the gate to source, gate to drain, source to bulk, and drain to bulk. We want to analyze the current and voltage, okay, through the capacitor. Next, here they are connected two current sources. Okay, earlier you taken only one current source, right? But here they have taken two current source in between the drain and source. Why? Because first one is drain current, normal, GM into VGS, that is normal here. But here they have taken extra current source here. Why? Because we are talking about the bulk connection, right? Okay, there is a connection in between the drain and bulk. Okay, there is a connection in between the drain and bulk here. That's why written a GMB and VBS. GMB antandre it's a transconduction for the bulk. Okay, transconduction for the bulk, and VBS means voltage between the bulk and source. Okay, bulk and source, that is VBS. So which current this one is here? Bulk current. Okay, this one is the drain current. This one is the bulk current. For the bulk current, what is the equation here? GMB into VBS. Okay, GMB into VBS. Understood? So right now, GMB means it's a transconduction for the body connection or gain margin for the body connection. VBS means what here? Body to source voltage. CSP means source to body. CGS means gate to source capacitance. CGD means gate to drain capacitance. CDB means drain to body connection. Okay, through the capacitance. So this is for the high frequency model. Same thing they are given second model. Second model, what happened here? They have neglected bulk connection. Okay, for the second circuit, they have neglected bulk connection. Only they have taken 3, gate to source to drain. Okay, here they have taken 3 capacitance: gate to source, gate to drain, and drain to bulk. Okay, for the first figure, they have included bulk. Second figure, they have neglected bulk. Okay, then they have made simplified equivalent model here. This one is simplified. Okay, here they're not connected CDB. Okay, CDB they are neglected here. Okay, CDB they are neglected here. Once you neglect the CDB here, we can write only this two capacitance, CGS and CGD, current source and R0. Understood? So this is for the internal capacitance. The topic MOSFET internal capacitance and high frequency model, right? So internal capacitance, what are the internal capacitance now? Ganesh HR.
Yes, sir.
What are the internal capacitance now? Varsha K. Reddy.
Yes, sir.
ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಪಾಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ದು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ have attended previous class?
No, sir.
ಇವಾಗ ಹೇಳಿ, what are the internal capacitance? ಇಷ್ಟತನ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಲ್ರಿ. ಎಸ್ ಅರ್ಪಿತಾ. ಅರ್ಪಿತಾ ಕೇರ್. ನೋಡೋಣ. ಭೂಮಿಕಾ,
CGD and CGS.
CGD, then CGS, okay,
CGS.
then CDB, okay, drain to bulk, gate to source, then gate to drain, is it? So these are the internal capacitance. ನೀವು ಪಾಠ ಕೇಳಬೇಡಿ, ಕನ್ಸ್ಕೊಂತ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ರಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟನ್ಸ್. ಏನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೇವಲ್ವಾ, ಇದು ಗೇಟ್, ಇದು ಸೋರ್ಸ್, ಇದು ಡ್ರೈನ್, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಾವು ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. ಈ ಬ್ಲೂ ಕಲರ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್, ಅದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಟರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಟರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಗೊತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಟರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋದು, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಟರ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇರೋದು ಅಲ್ವಾ? So we are talking about internal capacitance, CGS, okay, that is internal capacitance. CGD, then CDB, then CSB, all are internal capacitance. Okay, that is our topic here. Okay, MOSFET internal capacitance means we have to consider all capacitance within the MOSFET. Understood? After that there is a drain current here, that is ID. Okay, for the next class, okay, you have tried the equation. Based on that one, you have tried the equation, because this is very important questions here. They'll ask for the 6 marks. Okay, you have tried the what are the different capacitance in the MOSFET. First ಗೆ gate ಗೆ ಇರೋದು ಬರಿಬೇಕು, second one junction capacitance ಬರಿಬೇಕು, again there is one more bulk. Okay, you take 3 capacitance here, one for the junction, one for the gate, one for the bulk. 6 marks ಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. You have tried all equations through the explanation. Okay, I tried the equation through explanation. Understood? Means when transfer in linear condition, saturation condition, cutoff condition, so what are the capacitance responsibilities that you have to mention here? Suppose the transfer in linear condition, okay, what is the activity of the CGS? Everything you have to mention. Understood? So that we'll discuss in next class here. Understood? So I will stop the class now. Yes, we can leave now. Okay.